Did you know that depending upon the flight school you choose, you could avoid months of wait time and pass your check ride with a flight instructor like me? Traditionally, in order to get your pilot certificates, you have to complete all your training and then go with a designated pilot examiner or even with the FAA and take a check ride. At some Part 141 schools like Thrust Flight, we have what's called examining authority, where on the completion of your rating, you'll go with a familiar face, an instructor you may have already flown with, and you'll do what's called an end of course exam, where upon the completion of it, you'll be granted your rating. I started working at Thrust far before we had examining authority, and I had students who would wait 3.5 months to sit down with a DPE for a check ride. Now, with examining authority, I've got students that are completing their training on Monday and sitting down for an EOC on a Wednesday. Nationwide, most people in flight training are facing a pretty major DPE shortage, waiting months to get a check ride, which is why Thrust decided to go after examining authority. Not all flight schools get to have it. It's a really big deal. In order for a school to get examining authority, they have to have held their Part 141 certificate for 24 months, and they have to achieve a 90% pass rate on check rides for that rating. So far, Thrust has achieved that for the private pilot, the instrument, the commercial, and the CFI ratings. Overall, when you're researching and trying to choose a flight school, examining authority might be a really big part of that decision. It's part of what's given Thrust the ability to achieve a 9-month program for our students going through. And it's a really big deal for all of our students' success in the long run. If you want to learn more about examining authority or Thrust Flight in general, either subscribe or head to thrustflight.com to find out more.